So you've probably seen one of those coin pusher games in an arcade before, right? Well, Dora Coin decided that this game needed to be a roguelike instead. If you've ever played Balatro or Clover Pit, or at least know of the games, then Rat Coin will be pretty familiar to you. I've never played either of those games myself, not for any real reason, but to back this point of similarity up, the developers actually made two separate bundles with Balatro and Clover Pit, which I think is pretty cool. And one way the games are similar is the different decks in Balatro, and Rat Coin you've got different characters that change the way you approach a machine. My personal favorite and our main subject for today's video is the Trader. This dude's whole deal is gambling and winning it big by spinning the wheel as many times as possible. You also have a 15% chance of shop items being completely free, which can feel like straight up cheating sometimes. There are other characters, of course, such as a manager, who when built properly allowed me to scale for infinity very easily. And despite that being fucking awesome by itself, that's not what we're here for. And I'm gonna cover some of the basics so you can understand what the hell is going on, because this game is a little weird. The main objective is really easy to understand though, just push the coins and get them to the goal. The game lets you insert coins to help push the other coins forward, and this is where some of the skill comes in, since you gotta figure out how many to put in to maximize how many you get out. And I feel this is easy to understand, but trust me, I've met people who can't comprehend something even this simple. And the scoring mechanism follows like Balatro, where you have two ways to modify how you score, with the coin value and the score modifier, which is basically just a multiplier. And the coin value is less important since it doesn't scale as well as a score modifier, though it's still very much needed. You've also got the combo meter, which does two things. The first is boosting your score modifier the higher your combo gets, and two, boosting your spin rewards value. And the next important thing to know about is the best feature, the wheel. Firstly, when you score coins, your meter fills up, and you need 3 bars to get 1 spin of the wheel, but if you keep scoring, which basically coincides with your combo, you can get your wheel up to a level 5 spin. And the more levels you get, the better the rewards, so the more you can score big combos, the more you can get better rewards. You've also got your coins, chips, prizes, and I will not cover all of these because holy shit, I'm not inclined to turn everyone away from this video in 5 seconds. Coins are a lot of what set up your playstyle though. They're separated into different types, and each character has a preference. Like Trader, liking to use chaos coins. They do different things like add value to your coins, let you spin the wheel, give you tickets, and a shit ton of other things. Chips basically boost how you want to play by giving different modifiers such as score increases or shop price discounts, and prizes are active items, so you have to actually use them, and they also do two different things. One is changing the active board state, so this space right here, or letting you modify your coins. And there are things I'm glossing over because holy hell, there's a lot of shit in this game, so let's get on with it and go to the spin to win game plan. Trader is a very interesting character because he's super strong in the main rounds, but kind of falls off in endless mode unless you're a boring little bitch and spam berserker badges. You can very easily gain permanent score modifier boosts, but value boosts, at least for me, seem to be impossible to get. But who gives a fuck about viability? I'm just here to gamble as much as possible, and this guy's a perfect pick for doing so. A good way to do so is to start with a good slot card, and I like using the refitted card since it gives you an extra chip slot, which lets your build get that much more retarded. One of the better chips for Trader is the Robber Gun, since every Chaos Coin in play gives you a shop discount up to 30% off, which is insanely easy to achieve since you'll be spamming them 24/7. And the shopping coupon is another good chip, again at least for the very beginning, because every round you get a free wheel spin, which is insane by the way. Tied for the best item though is probably the Bad Encyclopedia, which gives you a permanent +2 score rate for every unique bad coin cleared. And what makes it even better is you can stack multiple of them, which can give you a base score rate of 50 to 60 super easily if you do manage to get your grubby little raccoon mitts on them, especially so since Trader's both good at spawning and clearing bad coins. The other best item is a Copying Toast, which gives you tickets equal to the number of your spin reward. It's like you get thrown into one of those ticket tornado machines with how many you can get. And Flute Planet is another good one, since every time a prize ball drops, it turns coins near it into chaos coins. Let's get to the best part though, and probably what you've been waiting for. Like I mentioned before, Trader thrives off chaos coins. These chaos coins also have an increased chance of showing up for purchase in the shop, meaning you can do some real wacky shit pretty easily. There are so many good coins that if I went over all of them individually, it'd probably add another couple minutes to this video, so I'm gonna just cover my favorites. First is the Roulette coin. This one is amazing since every single time it scores, you get a free wheel spin. And there might be a risk of a bad coin spawning in, but where's the fun in gambling without a bit of risk? But what if you get rid of all of the risk in exchange for boundless reward? That's where this coin's best pairing comes in with the Cheater Coin. Every time this one scores, you're guaranteed to get a second wheel spin. And this combo is fucking busted because you can literally guarantee yourself constant jackpot level wheel prizes. The dopamine rush from seeing like 4 of these go off in a row is comparable to nothing else. What makes this combo even better is if you stack a fuck ton of luck coins, since even while sitting in your clip, they give you a permanent 1.5 times spin reward bonus. So if you're like me and have a minimum of 3 to 8 of these at a time, you're guaranteed to win big 24/7. And another funny coin is literally a gambling coin, the Dice Coin. When in play, every time you do an exchange, you have a chance to permanently boost your score rate by +1. And while not much by itself, you can have multiple out at once, and they trigger for every exchange you do. So if luck's on your side, you can get hella score boosts. This game is so fucking dopamine inducing, it's insane. From my understanding, both Balatro and Clover Pit focus more on setting up a specific combo and boosting the ever-loving hell out of it, it, whereas Ratcoin, while still doing that in a sense, seems to focus more on sheer numbers of output. Basically, you go for getting as many high value coins as possible instead of boosting the same things over and over, since you only really get the coin once. And in my insane ass run with the manager, I was able to set up for infinity with the golden finger and bunny coins, because every time a pair of bunny coins bred, it would produce another pair, leading to infinite coin generation. The best thing is I had molt coins, which are probably the best coin in the entire game, because it triples the value of every coin it touches, including other molt coins. So stacking like 5 of these with return, so they come back after they score, with returning percentoins, you set up for your theoretical infinity. Every character in this game is really fun to play though, but this game is definitely hard. Unlike in a roguelike like Risk of Rain 2, where even with a shitty build, you can still finish a run due to player skill. That's not really present in Ratcoin, which does knock it down a peg or two for me, because sometimes it'll feel like I just don't get lucky enough to get certain items to get a proper build going. Regardless though, this game kicks hella ass, and there might be a lack of player agency in terms of input, but I would still wholeheartedly recommend anyone, even slightly interested, to try giving this game a shot, since it is genuinely that fun. And that's all I got for this one, so have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I hope to see you again real soon.